Glenavon has just lost 2-0 against Derry City in a friendly game here at Mornview Park. And with Matthew Snoddy, who didn't play in the game, he has kindly agreed to talk to us about tonight and last Saturday's match at Cliftonville. Matthew, you didn't play tonight. Why?
Oh, it's just a more precaution than anything. It's a bit of tightness in my groin. So I got a bit of acupuncture on it last night. So Chris, the physio, thought it would be best just to take this weekend off and get back in. Hopefully, a full week of training here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then be ready for next week against Cliftonville.
So you're reasonably confident you'll be fit for next Saturday?
Yeah, I'm very confident I should be 100% fit to play come next Saturday.
What are your thoughts on the game you watched tonight?
I thought the boys were absolutely excellent. The boys that come in were super. Sean Carlin and Isaac Bird, Harry Lynch thought were absolutely super. I think Mick O'Connor in the first half too was a handful. And I think against a very good Derry City team we were very, very good and very competitive. And I think we were unlucky with the scoreline, to be fair. I think we could have scored a couple there in the second half. AP had a couple of good chances, and I think Peter had a couple of half chances. And on another day we could have got a result there tonight.
Were you perhaps a bit disappointed by the manner in which we conceded the 2 goals?
Yeah, I think that's will be the only disappointment to come away from. There were soft goals we conceded, but we can't be too harsh on the boys. It was a great performance, and we'll take the positives out of it.
So going back 7 days almost to last Saturday's game at Solitude, what are your reflections on the match 7 days later?
Yeah, I thought after the game, we thought we played really well. But I like to watch it back sometimes, because sometimes you think you do well and you watch back and you haven't done so well. So I watched it back on Sunday morning and we were even better than I thought, to be honest. We looked really dangerous and we were very good. Our press was very good. Now the only downside was probably we conceded far too many chances, I think. But I think both teams sort of can give up a lot of chances, and it was one of those games that was sort of end to end, and it could have easily went either way. And I don't think Cliftonville would have had any complaints if we had come out on the winning side, because I think we maybe just shared it in terms of performance and chances. But it was just disappointing, obviously, to go out of the cup, because it was a good opportunity to go far, and I think we could have went far in the tournament if we had won 3. But it just wasn't to be our year this year.
What was it like to play in the game?
I really enjoyed it. There's some games you don't enjoy, like the Carrick game the week before. It was horrible, to be honest, to play in. But then, the Cliftonville game, I was really enjoying it. I was enjoying playing in it. It was a really good game. It was competitive and against two good teams coming head to head, and it was a great game. And I think as a team we played very well in large parts of the game, and we put it right up to Cliftonville. And I think they knew they were in a game as well. It was another good performance, but as I say, obviously, ultimately it's disappointing to not come away with a win.
The match seemed to be played at a frantic pace right from the first whistle. Did you get that impression? Yeah,
100%. We probably should have been 2-0 up in the first 15-20 minutes. I think we should have had a penalty. And then Mick's obviously hit the bar, and we've had a couple of half chances. And then obviously after that, then they have 2 or 3 chances where Joe Gormley goes through and misses, and then they have the guy Ojo misses one on the line too. So after half an hour it could have been like 3 each at one point. So it was just one of those crazy games where it was good for the neutral, maybe not so good for Paddy and the staff who don't want to be conceding so many chances. But for the neutral, I'm sure it was a great game to watch. Just disappointing. I think we had scored one of those early goals, and it would have really settled us and really would have pushed on, but it just wasn't to be.
How big a blow was it to concede right on the half-time whistle?
Massively, it is. It's a massive blow. But I think we showed our character again, as we have all season. To come back and to come out and start so fast in the second half. You could easily come out there in the second half and after conceding late on and feel sorry for yourself, and next minute you find yourself 2-3-0 down. But we didn't. We came out in the second half and started in the front foot, and I think we carried that right through for the majority of the second half. Got the goal, and then we were just. I think we looked like the team in Sensi and to go and score, but it just wasn't to be.
In the second half and extra time, we seemed more solid at the back. Did Paddy do anything at half time to change things?
Yeah, I don't think it was anything tactically. It was probably more so just. it was just I just felt like we were a wee bit wide open in the first half, and we looked a wee bit suspect in the counter attack. But that just doesn't come from the defence; it comes from everybody. We have responsibility, midfielders too, and fullbacks as well. As a team to be secure, and we weren't in the first half. Second half, I think naturally you do just maybe step off a wee bit more, and our press maybe wasn't as aggressive as it was in the first half. So maybe is the way, we looked a wee bit more solid. But then the other hand, we didn't create as many chances going forward, so you've got to find that balance sort of between both.
We conceded in the 89th minute that magnificent goal by Rory Hale. How did you manage to dig yourselves back into the game in those closing seconds?
Yeah, I think we've showed that all season. I mean, you could think of maybe 4 or 5 times where we've done that, where we've conceded really late on and we went up the other end and scored again. So I never feel like we're beat in any game. And of course we've got a bit of luck obviously with the keeper dropping the ball, but we had to be in the positions to score the goals, and Barney put his goal away brilliantly. And at that point then obviously you're thinking it's going to be our day, and then obviously it just hasn't turned out that way.
And yet the first period of extra time, Glenavon did all the pressing. Do you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree. The start of the extra time I sort of thought, this is it, we're on the front foot here, this is ours to take here. But as I say, I think one switched off just one time. I haven't got to see now the third go back, but I think we just maybe lost in position a wee bit, and they shouldn't be able to play through us that easily. So that was disappointing. But obviously it's still an unbelievable finish from Johnny Addis as well to put it in the top corner. I mean, he probably does that 1 in 100. Same with Rory Hale's chances. So it just wasn't to be for us, and it's just disappointing.
How big a blow was it to lose the game?
Yeah, it was absolutely heartbreaking. And I think Marty, said a good point just after the match. Boys could easily come in there feeling a bit positive about how well we performed, but we weren't. We were disappointed and we were gutted because we knew we'd done enough to win the game, and we should have won the game. And it was in our hands to speak where the chances were created, but it just wasn't our day. We were massively disappointed. There was no one coming in, happy with our performance. We're not taking that. We're not accepting that. We want to win games and we wanted to go through, and that didn't happen. So we were disappointed.
What was the mood like in training this week?
The mood's been great. The mood's been great from Paddy, and the coaches have come in, to be fair. Every week it's the same. There's a really good buzz about the changing room, and it really feels like we're building something here, and it's exciting times to be part of the squad. And I really hope we can get a good finish to the end of the season here and get a good push for that top 6. And then obviously that builds excitement then again for next year, and hopefully we can push on again and improve further.
Do you think qualifying for the top 6 is a realistic possibility?
I most definitely think it is. There's no reason why not. I mean, on recent form, we're one of the most informed teams in the league. So I'm pretty sure that not many teams would want to play us at the minute. And we've got to take that and embrace that and use it to their advantage and make sure we don't disappoint teams when we come up against them. And that starts with Glenavon next week.
With 3 home games before the split against Cliftonville, Crusaders and Coleraine, how important will those 3 fixtures be?
Yeah, they're massive games. I mean, they're all teams around us. So they're the teams where we aspire to be to, the top 6. So, and they all have the same goal as us, is to get the top 6. So there's no doubt those 3 games are going to be huge for our chances to make the top 6. And they're games that we had to be coming away with wins and at the bare minimum draws to stand any sort of chance. So yeah, huge 3-4 weeks coming up, and we need to make sure we're at our best and ready to go.
And you're looking forward then to the game against Cliftonville next Saturday? Yeah,
of course. It's a big opportunity to take that disappointment from last week and carry it in and use that as drive to go and get your revenge and get the 3 points and take us closer to them and to the top 6. So yeah, it's something we're looking forward to, and get a good night's training under our belts this week and take it in and hopefully get another massive 3 points.
Thanks very much.